Hello and welcome, I'm Phil Briscoe and I'm here at the Larford Lakes complex where on Saturday the 14th of September the Golden Reel final will take place. And wow, what a final. On paper we've got anglers so strong, so for the viewing public coming down, how good's this going to be? They've got the likes of Andy Power in there, Jamie Hughes, Andy Bennett. I can go on forever with the anglers that are in this final. They're all quality anglers and it'll be taking place here on the Match Lake. Now how does this work? Well, on the lake you'll end up firstly with 4 blockers. What's a blocker do? A blocker is going to take away that end peg advantage, so that if the angler draws an end peg, he's not got a runaway peg because he's got somebody slowing him down. We always do that. As you go down the lake, it starts here on the grass bank and the first peg in will be permanent peg 8. Permanent peg 8 will be peg 1 on the day. Then it will go down every other peg, right the way down to peg 30 being the end peg. 32 will be the blocker. Then we move on to this bank here. And the first pegs on that bank will be 36 and 38. 32 the blocker will be slowing them down. 36 and 38 are the first 2 pegs on this bank. Then you move up the lake, end peg will be peg 44. 44 then right the way up to these high pegs, 62 being the end peg, and then finished on 64 with the blocker. So 4 blockers. We've moved the pegging slightly because the base end of the lake, for whatever reasons at the moment, isn't fishing particularly well. And my objective is to try and get all the anglers on as many fish as possible. Larford, generally speaking, is a pretty even venue. The anglers know that. But the base end here has been a little bit difficult. So I'm moving the pegging down slightly so that everybody should be on fish. First prize, 50 grand. If you're in it, you can win it. I've always said that. 50 grand's a very, very handsome prize. So there you have it. On the day, of course, we'll have many things going on. There'll be some demonstrations, lots of food, bars open all day, but the main objective, come and view the big array of famous anglers that's on here, and they are very, very polished anglers indeed. My guesstimate, I don't know, it could be won by anybody. Does depend on the draw, but you've got some pretty powerful anglers in there, half a peg, and they could be going away with 50k. So, I'll leave it at that and say to all the competitors, good luck, you're in it, now you can win it.
I'm Mark Wynn, I qualified from Viaduct Fishery with a weight of 178 pounds. Excited to be in my first final. I've had a couple of close seconds and a few thirds, so to finally get in a final is major for me. So yeah, just looking forward to the day arriving and hopefully draw and have a good chance of possibly winning 50 grand.
Hi, I'm Mikey Williams. I qualified from the Glebe with 237 pound of peg 86. It's a great event. I think a few more people need to get behind it next year. Give Phil a bit of a push because he deserves it, to be fair. If I won a 50 grand, straight to Turkey, get the nut sorted and straighten up the old sheep's teeth at the bottom there.
Hi, I'm Dan Hull and I qualified for Golden Reel at Mallory Park off peg 2 with 134 pound. The event itself is brilliant. Phil does a great job of running it. It's great for the sport. But it's just great in general. It's a big prize which attracts a lot of anglers. It's good. It's probably the best one, I reckon, for the people who organise it and the people who are involved. So I really enjoy the event and it's the main one I want to qualify for.
I'm Conor Barlow. I qualified at Partridge Lakes with 195 pound. If I won the event, I'm getting married in 2 months' time, so I'm sure that the missus would have a lot of the money to spend stuff on and obviously have a nice honeymoon or something with it. I think that it's a great event. Phil does a great job organising it all, and obviously it's attracted a lot of interest the last few years, and hopefully it'll keep going in the future.
So my name's Aidan Mansfield. I qualified from Woodlands View with I think about £172 from High Pool. Feels wonderful to be in the Golden Reels final. Some good money up for grabs. So if I won £50,000, I would finish off the rest of the building work on the house and ask my wonderful partner to marry me.
I fished a lot of big money matches now, and I think the key is just be lucky on the day. I don't really tend to prepare much or practice so much anymore because I know it's all down to luck on the day. You just need that peg, and as long as you've got those fish in front of you, then you know you've got that chance of winning.
Right, my name's Carl Barnfield. I'm from Birmingham, age 53. I qualified from Larford Lakes with £141. If I could pick a peg, I'd say peg 26. It sort of cuts your options down a bit so you can't get too distracted, and I like fishing the feeder, so you got an island to chuck to.
Phil Canning, I'm 26 and I qualified from Larford Lakes with £207. In terms of big money finals, I've been in Mave Match this in 2015, and I've also been in Part D Masters in 2017, 2018. What I like about the big money finals is it can be won from a lot of different areas, but also we're all chasing the money and we all put the effort in to get there, and it's rewarding at the end of it if you do win or frame or get somewhere in the final. Tactics at Larford, I reckon it could be won a lot of different methods. Method feeder, bomb and pellet, short pole, long pole, margins. But it can be changed all through the match. Some big margin fish turn up or some big fish in this lake, so even if you're behind 2-3 hours to go, you've not got much in the net, you can still come back and win it. And it could be won from quite a lot of different areas really. The Golden Reel final for me, being at Larford Lakes, it's a local venue to me, only 40 minutes from my house. So it's nice to come somewhere local, you can practice nice and easy. And I also come and fish opens and other qualifiers here as well.
Okay, I'm Jordan Holloway. I qualified here at Larford Lakes on the Specimen Lake, and I caught £172, I believe. Oh, I hate that kind of question. That's just horrible, isn't it? I have to think about that. Okay, if I won the money, I would actually have to pass my driving test because I still haven't done that. Failed 5 times. So I'll have to pass that and probably get a vehicle.
Mick Bull, age 50, qualified at Barston Lakes, drew peg 124 and had 180 something pound. Yeah, I'm excited, but I've done all the thinking before, and you know, on these big matches you do so much prep, and although the prep will be done, I'm not going to do any thinking or anything until I draw my peg, and my best matches are won when I feel like I do the right thing on the day. And so I'm waiting till I draw my peg and then I'm going to make my mind up. Massive buzz out of fishing these big matches, yeah. And if you're in contention, it's the biggest buzz you'll ever have. You know, I've been lucky enough to win an event like this, and the feeling's just awesome. Dry mouth, don't know what to think, don't know what to do, you know what I mean? Just trying your best, and when you get over that finish line and you won, it's such a brilliant feeling.
Right, my name's Jamie Hughes. I am 36 years old now, and I qualified at Woodland View Fishery with 260 something pounds, 64 I'm going to say. Right, well, what Phil's done for fishing, it's for commercial fishing and branching off into other branches now with the golden rod events. I mean, he's looked after us for a commercial match angler like myself. Without Phil, we'd be knackered. I mean, these are these matches that he's created. So first with Match This, and now branching off to Golden Reel and to Golden Rod as well. They gave me something to fish for. I mean, before that it was just fish show. Now I've got a whole season that I can focus on these big matches. So without him, I don't know where fishing would be now. Definitely I won't be in the position I'm in. For Larford, for the final itself, I haven't got a clue where I'd want to be. I mean, I've often said Larford's a bit of a mood one. If we're completely honest, when it comes to Larford normal matches, it's very much MPEG dominated. We all know that. But in this match, with the MPEGs being eliminated sort of things, it's a really, really good final that you don't quite know where he's going to win. I mean, I'd always like to be past the rope. I find it's always the better area, isn't it? If you draw past the rope on either bank, you feel you've got a chance. But I So depending on the weather, with it being big, moody car, they can, whatever, you've just got to pick the right methods on the day, depending what the conditions are. It's quite a technical venue in that you can't come with a plan. You've got to have a look what's going on and change your match to suit minutes before the start even.
My name's Peter Apperton, I'm 36 from Surrey. I qualified here at Larford Lakes from Peg 2 on the Specimen Lake at £149, mainly dobbing. Obviously won a final here before at Larford. It was a very strange day. Literally the first 3 hours I practically caught nothing. I think I had one carp and one skimmer, and it was like someone had switched the switch, fish coming down the edge, and it was literally, it couldn't have gone any more perfect. Feed one side, catch one, and just switching either side. It was between another guru man, Frankie. I think I pipped him probably by one, maybe two fish in the end. So yeah, it was a day to remember, to say the least. It's hard not to obviously think about the money. Even like the final before, once you start feeling like you're in the race, obviously the pressure gets to you because you know that it is for a big stake. The end of the day, it's just nice to be back into one. Money-wise, don't get me wrong, no one's going to sniff at the money, are they? But yeah, who knows?
Craig Edmonds, 38, qualified from the glebe, peg 1 with £200. Right, I've only actually fished the lake once, so I'm hoping today I'll draw on a nice peg on max rate to give myself a practice. So really, at the minute, not sure on tactics. It's just a case of coming down there for a few practice sessions, just find out something really which is going to suit my fishing, where I think I've got a chance to win. But this match is a bit different to the Part Dean, because when I won the Part Dean, you literally qualified the day before, so you ain't got enough time to sort of build up a bit of sort of anxiety really. I suppose with this one, knowing that you've qualified a couple of months in advance, it does go through your mind. So I didn't really feel pressure on the Part Dean until probably late on, but not really sure about this match. It's a case of drawing your peg, see how you're getting on, and go from there really. 50 grand, well, to be honest, I haven't really thought about what I would do with it. Might treat myself to a nice van, probably put a bit away for my little one for when she's older, give her a good start in life. So it's not really about that. As much as it'd be lovely to win, it's, if I win it, I win it. If I don't, I don't. I see it as a day's fishing for me.
Tom Edwards, 21, qualified at Decoy Lakes, peg 15 beastie with a £240. Golden Reel final, 50 grand. Absolutely buzzing. The first big final for 50 grand. Been in Part Dean 3 times, which is for 25. But yeah, this final, I'm absolutely buzzing for it. I can't wait. £50,000. I'd probably spend it on my little girl, to be honest. She's now 8.5 months. Put some money away for her when she gets a little bit older, and probably buy a new van as well.
Reese Hearn, 27 years old, and I qualified at Decoy Lakes, peg 25 on oak with £287. Yeah, so it's my first major final. I've been chasing them for probably about 7 or 8 years now. Had a few close calls over the years, lots of seconds, lots of thirds. Yeah, first go, first one, so Golden Reel final, 50 grand. Really looking forward to it, really excited. I'm here to win, no other reason to be here. I say I've been trying to get in for a long time, so I'm going to make the chance count. I've got a 20-month little girl called Piper. No doubt secure her future with that, maybe put some investments down or something for her. And if I'm lucky enough, maybe even treat myself to a van. Still potting a rat in a little car, so nice to get myself a van for fishing. Yeah, so the standard of angler is as high as it gets. To win this event, you've got to beat the best, while they're at the best of their game. So yeah, to win, I mean to qualify, there's always a stroke of luck to qualify. You've got to draw a peg capable, but you go enough times and you'll get a chance. So I've been chasing it for 7-8 years, so finally took a chance, made the final. This year there's probably the best anglers on the commercial circuit in this final this year. So to win it, you're going to have to draw obviously a peg capable and then just put on a perfect display, because you're going to have some of the top anglers doing the same thing. So it's going to be really, really tough, but going to get it done.
I'm Ryan Morgan. I'm 28 years old. I qualified at Viaduct Fisheries with £126. On the final, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to fish to my strengths, which is mostly pole fishing, so a bit of short and down my edges. If I won 50 grand, me and my girlfriend are looking up for our first house at the moment, so that would be a massive help. And probably by myself a new van. Yeah, I'm really nervous because it's my first final, but I'm going to try and forget about them and just enjoy myself.
My name's Ryan Bennett. I'm 34 years old. I qualified at Heronbrook Fishery off the Bridge Pool with £273. Well, I fish a lot of golden reel qualifiers. The standard of angling is ludicrous. I mean, that's what brings us to these events. I mean, Phil does a brilliant job running them, and there's a big buzz on the day. That's what it's about, coming and fishing against the best anglers, trying to qualify. That's why we spend lots of money and travel thousands of miles just to get in these finals. That's what it's all about. Well, £50,000, it's the most money I've ever fished for, and it's a life-changing amount of money. I mean, I'd probably buy an house, to be honest with you. This is why we come.
My name's Dan Bowen. I qualified from Larford Lakes with £163. I had a really simple match, really, fishing down my edges most of the match and a couple short, and that was enough to qualify. Well, being in the Golden Reel final, fishing for 50 grand, is pretty exciting for me. I wouldn't say I'm nervous, but more excited, really. Probably a bit more nervous about the draw, and then it's just a fishing match then. Obviously, want to draw a good area and hopefully do pretty well. I don't really do a lot of qualifiers, probably only done about 6 or 8 ever. It's probably due to the fact that we live so far away down in South Wales. But obviously qualifying now has made all the travelling worth it, just for the few that we have done. But I am really excited. If I won the 50 grand, probably haven't got a lot of say in the money. Give a bit to my mate I'm on shares with every week, and probably the missus has got a lot of plans for it. Probably a loft conversion, and possibly get another house as well to renovate.
I'm Steve Barraclough, I'm sponsored by Browning. I qualified from Glebe. I had £234. I think I was on peg 129 on Lake 9. Nice day. I haven't really thought that far ahead. I'd probably do the usual, take a nice holiday. I'd like to take my little girl to Disneyland, if I'm honest with you. I did try and plan on doing it next year. And if I win, I suppose I'll just do it a bit earlier. Failing that, I'll plough quite a lot of it back into fishing, just make me get on bank a lot more.
Hello, my name's Andy May. I qualified at Partridge Lakes with 160. I can't do serious, sorry. Qualified at Partridge Lakes with 162 pounds. Daddy Weeds was behind me, catching a few fish. I thought he was going to smash me up. Couldn't watch him weigh. I couldn't watch him weigh in, Matt. He's ended up with 158 pounds. I'm 15 stone 3, but I caught 162 pounds in the final. Yeah, big money finals. This is what I strive for pretty much now. Obviously, with having kids, I don't fish as many matches, so I love getting through to these big finals. As you mentioned, and as I've mentioned a few times, I've actually managed to win one before. I won Fishing Mania 2016. It was fantastic. I've qualified for this once before, and I just can't wait for it. You know, the money's fantastic, but it's the title of winning these big events, and that's what I strive to achieve for now. So the Match Lake at Larford, I absolutely love this lake. I've not fished it for a long time, and it's changed loads over the years. When I first started fishing here, probably 15 years ago something, still didn't have air then. There was a lot of F1s in then and just the odd carp, and it was fantastic fishing, and it's changed loads since then. It's all big wobbly things now, and you're never out of it. You know, you could be going into that last hour, you know, sort of 50, 60, 70 pound behind, but you could pull it back that last hour. That's the beauty of this lake. It's got some massive big wobbly things in, as I say, and you could just catch all them like front runners up in the last hour, even half an hour the size of them now. So yeah, we'll see where we are on the day and see what's happening, but that's the beauty of it. You never know in fishing, and especially on this lake as well. Well, 50 grand. I've got my little lad over there. I think he'd have a big say in what to do with it. Also, his mother would have a big say in what to do with it. I definitely think we'd go back to America. We just got back yesterday, a bit tired, but there you go. But most of it'd just, yeah, go into sort of like holidays and stuff like that, house, just the general stuff, to be honest with you. To be fair, everyone can win this competition. You know, they've all fished fantastic just getting through to this event. You know, all the qualifying matches, loads of like good anglers in them. So any one of the 24 finalists can win it. But you've got to put the likes of Jamie and Andy Bennett, you know, people like that. They're just absolutely on fire. They always seem to get through to these big events. And but as I say, any one of us can win it. Even me.
My name's Dave Brown Jr. Qualified at Partridge Lakes with £106 off peg 73, Colby free. And it's a simple match really, fishing maggots down the edge. It's just the title what does it for me. I want to be the best, so the 50 grand is a really massive help. Like, luckily my dad will be getting half of it because we go halves, so he'll be happy. And the rest will probably just go to the kids really, to be honest. Basically I like to fish like F1 venues, so Herringbrook, Partridge. It suits my style of fishing, to be honest, shallow fishing. So I basically chase them really. Carp fishing's a total difference to me, so Larford is going to be tricky, but I'm looking really forward to it.
Andrew Morley, 33-year-old, and I qualified at Larford with £283. So I've never actually been in a big final before. I've finished second or third in qualifiers, and I am a bit nervous, but I'm sure when the day comes I'll be alright. I'd probably give my lad so much, buy a van instead of having a car for fishing, a lot easier, isn't it? And then probably put rest in bank or something, I don't know. I think key to winning final will be feeding right and catching fish down edge. And it's one at Finalists Lakes for a final. I know it's won a lot off at Grassbank, but at minute the lake's fishing all over, so could be anywhere.
My name's Andy Bennett, I'm 33-year-old. I qualified from Lindholm Lakes with a weight of £292. Best thing about the big money finals, obviously the money's great, the prestige that goes with it, just the buzz leading up to it, the anticipation, like the butterflies when you're ready to draw, things like that. It's just something special about big money finals, I think. If I won it, I'd probably just save the money, put it to one side. Yeah, probably have a nice holiday next year. No time this year now, but yeah, probably take the missus away on a nice holiday. Just be great, mate, to win another one. Favourite thing about Larford's probably the size of the fish. Like, you literally can go from nowhere. You always feel like you're in a chance here. You know, you always feel like you can catch back up, and I think that's the great thing about it. It's not a small fish venue where you might fall behind. Here, you literally could come back with an hour and a half to go.
So there's your 24 finalists, wow. Down here on the day, backing these anglers up, backing the public up, is of course the famous bookie, Gary Wiltshire. You know him as Belly from the telly. Gary's there with the book, he'll be taking all the bets and he'll be giving some good odds out and he'll be giving a few tight ones. Gary's quite cute, he'll know what's going on. So Gary Wiltshire will be here on the book. You've got an open bar all day long selling ciders, beers, wines, soft drinks, etc, etc. That's open all day. We've got a pig roast on, we've got burgers and hot dogs, plenty of food going on. There'll be demonstrations going on the Specimen Lake and the arena, but above all else it's about viewing the fishermen on the lakes. You'll get a good view on any of the areas to watch the anglers, and guess what? To come in and watch this event, to you, the public, it's absolutely free.